Hi, welcome back. Today is Tuesday, March 31st. We are on Module 6, Lesson 7. Our objective for math today is represent arrays and distinguish rows and columns using math drawings. Today I'm actually going to do two examples that work together to show you how rows and columns work to make arrays. If you're working along with me with some manipulatives, you're going to need a total of 24 counters or something small. You can use dried beans, you could use Cheerios, you could use anything that you have that's small and can easily be moved around. I'm going to start by moving some of my manipulatives to show 4 rows of 3. If you're doing this with me, go ahead and move yours to show 4 rows of 3. There's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, and 4 rows. Here I have my 4 rows of 3. If I wanted to distinguish between the rows, I could separate each of the rows by drawing a line underneath each one. Row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4. And if I was going to write a statement and a repeated addition sentence to figure out the total number of counters in this array, I would have to look at each row. Row number 1 has 3, plus row number 2 has 3, plus row number 3 has 3, plus row number 4 has 3. My repeated addition sentence is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 for a total of 12. Now my written statement to explain this array would be 4 rows of 3 equals 12. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave this example here, and I'm going to hop over to the second part of this example. I'm also going to create 4 rows of 3 again. So go ahead and move your manipulatives to match 4 rows of 3. Okay, here I have my 4 rows of 3 again, but instead of thinking about this example in rows, I want to switch to columns. I'm going to separate my array into the different columns that I see. Here's my first column, my second column, and my third column. So I have 3 columns and there are 4 counters in each column. I'm going to come up with my repeated addition sentence to figure out my total. My first column has 4, plus my second column has 4, plus my third column has 4. My repeated addition sentence is 4 plus 4 plus 4 for a total of 12. And my sentence to explain this array would be 3 columns of 4 equals 12. Now the reason I chose this example is because I wanted to show you how arrays can be looked at in different ways. Okay, I started with the same array, 4 rows of 3, but the first time I was looking at the 4 rows. The second time, instead of thinking about the rows, I switched to thinking about the columns. My repeated addition sentences were different when I was looking at rows versus when I was looking at columns. However, my total number of counters never changed. I had 12, whether I was looking at rows or looking at columns. Today in your math workbook, you are going to see different examples of arrays, and you're going to be challenged to look at the rows and then to look at the columns and figure out how they might be the same or they might be different. I'm going to go ahead and clear my board and get ready for our daily word problem. My word problem today says, Evalyn puts 3 rows of tile in her kitchen to make a design. She lays 5 tiles in each row. So something already stands out to me. Evalyn's moving tiles around in her kitchen, and I know that she makes 3 rows. Okay, so I can start picturing the rows that she is moving her tiles in. I also know that she has 5 tiles in each row. Part A says, draw a picture of Evalyn's tiles. I'm going to use my counters, but you're welcome to draw a picture. I know she's going to have 3 rows, so I'm going to go ahead and get each row started with the first one. And I know that there are 5 in each row. Here I have my picture of Evalyn and how she arranged her tiles. I have 3 rows and I have 5 in each row. Part B says, write a repeated addition equation to solve for the total number of tiles Evalyn used. Looking at Evalyn's first row, she has 5 tiles. Plus the second row, she has 5 tiles. Plus the third row, she has 5 tiles. 5 plus 5 plus 5 makes a total of 15. If I was going to write a sentence to explain this answer, it would be, Evalyn used 15 tiles in all. Thank you for following along with me today for Module 6, Lesson 7. Check back in tomorrow for more Module 6, Lesson 8. See you later.